to Camp Corona Day 75, a virtual, imaginary vacation land. Today, as always, we have 5 activities for you. Number 1, Camp Corona catalog. Deck of cards. Now you might be confused because this illustration of a deck of cards looks quite a bit like the first aid kit, and it also looks like the box of matches. So that's why this catalog page spells out that you get 52 cards plus 2 jokers for a cost of 75 cents. Number 2, journal. Write in your things, 5 things you did, 5 things you didn't do, 5 things you wanted to do. So I, for example, might write that I have completed my reading of this book. I've been reading it a little bit at a time, and I just want to share with you the very end of the book. Epidemic diseases are not random events. As we have seen throughout this book, they spread along fault lines marked by environmental degradation, overpopulation, and poverty. If we wish to avoid catastrophic epidemics, it will therefore be imperative to make economic decisions that give due consideration to the public health vulnerabilities that result, and to hold the people who make those decisions accountable for foreseeable health consequences that follow. In the ancient but pertinent wisdom, Salus Populi Suprema Lex Esto, public health must be the highest law, and it must override the laws of the marketplace. Now, this book did not talk about COVID-19. It ended with Ebola, but I think the author is right on target. Number 3, camp equipment. And in line with that, I have to show you my mask 2.0. And this version of the mask was conceptualized because I heard some people talking about they didn't like masks because you couldn't see people's faces. So I thought I could take care of that by putting my face on the outside of the mask. So this is version 2.0 of the mask that I showed you very early in this series. Number 4, camp activity. Why don't you go climb a tree? All you need is a pretty sturdy tree, and you can have some fun doing that. Number 5. This is a kind of silly camp food that I read about, and I'm not going to try to show it to you because I don't have a campfire here. But what it is called is paper bag eggs. And according to the author of this recipe, you take a regular brown lunch bag, and in the bottom of it, you put 4 slices of bacon that are cut in half, and then you break a couple of eggs into the bag on top of the bacon. Make a hole through the top of the bag and put a stick through it and roast that over the fire. So that's paper bag eggs, although the person who wrote this recipe did point out that sometimes the whole bag catches fire and burns out, and that can be a lot of fun too. So send me your suggestions. Let me know your activities. Happy camping.